with secrets deep inside. A tiefling born of fire where infernal shadows hide. From Infernia to the Feywild, a prophecy takes hold. The abyssal prodigy, a destiny untold. Boris the ancient dwarf, a druid of the spore, with memories lost to ages, forever seeking more. He walks the path of mystery through Efferia's misty lands, to break the chains of tyranny with nature's guiding hands. Dustin the fighter with a heart of burning steel, marked by Mictal's hand, a destiny revealed. He wields the guns of vengeance with death's embrace so near, a warrior of the shadows, a bringer of grim fear. Uldren the ranger with blade swift and keen, a leader forged in darkness where shadows intervene. He hunts the vampire's legion with vengeance in his stride, to reclaim his stolen heritage and turn the crimson tide. Sitish the barbarian with rage that knows no end, the scion of Asterion, the light's true friend. They wield Asterian's fierce power with golden wings to soar, to break the chains of darkness and lights and grace restore. The black sheep they gather, their fates entwined as one. Against the vampire's darkness, their epic quest begun. With courage, strength, and magic, they fight for Efferia's right, to banish endless twilight and reclaim the stolen light.
That's your cue.
Penis joke.
Penis.
Wait a minute. Oh no, I don't have the chat head for Gonzo. Oh shit. Hold on,
Oh,
you
no.
guys.
How could
Yeah,
you?
we definitely gave you enough
I'll
time.
have to. I'll do it during the break.
Dan, you have the Wang Fuji up.
Ah, dang it.
I was like, that doesn't look
Oh,
like
so do
Dustin.
I, so do I.
No, no worries. And technical issues. It's not a Nerd Hollow stream if there aren't technological issues. All right, welcome back to another episode of Efferia Unshattered, the Black Sheep. I am your Dungeon Master Nerd Holla. When last we met, the party left the Terran Enclave, saying goodbye to their friends and loved ones, and headed towards headed into the Grand Savannah looking for the marshals. After Dustin had a little bit of a talk with the God of Death, suggesting that he, maybe find a better weapon. So you guys headed that way, encountered a pair of halfling twins beating the shit out of each other that turned out to be part of the marshals themselves. So they introduced you to the rest of the crew, and we will pick up there with Dustin having a new weapon.
Montage!
Montage! All right.
It's gonna be a montage.
The party steps into a dimly lit forge, the air heavy with the scent of hot metal and gun oil. Scott Eastwood, a man with piercing eyes and calloused hands, stands at a workbench, meticulously arranging parts for a revolver. He stands by his father, Clint, a grizzled gunsmith with the presence of as unyielding as the steel he shapes. Both men pause as the party enters, their eyes fixed on Dustin. Well, where we come from, well, we've always been here, Scott begins, his voice low and reverent. In the shadows, keeping the guns hidden, for centuries. Knowledge of these weapons meant death. They're too dangerous in the wrong hands. Clint picks up the revolver's frame. This is a .50 caliber break-action revolver, he explains, demonstrating the mechanism. It lets you load faster, but demands respect. Misfire, and it'll take your arm off. Dustin, you nod, captivated by the craftsmanship. Clint continues, his voice grave. Imagine battlefields, littered with bodies. Wars that swallowed armies whole in storms of fire and lead. These guns, they can change the world or destroy it. And that's why the marshals safeguard this knowledge. Scott adds, "We hunt down any who betray that trust. Don't even think of selling this technology, Dustin. We'll find you." The forge glows with the heat of the furnace as the Eastwoods work. Scott speaks of a lost civilization consumed by its own technological ambition. A world of flying machines and devastating weapons. Clint describes the rise of the marshals from the ashes of that world, peacekeepers wielding these powerful relics to bring order to the chaos. A gun's more than just a point and shoot, kid. It's got a soul, Scott explains. The right ammo, clean mechanisms, steady hand, essential to master it. Clint adds, "The marshals have endured through the ages, protecting this knowledge. We hunt down every firearm, every scrap of information, ensuring it never falls into the wrong hands." Scott shows Dustin how to etch runes into the revolver, imbuing it with arcane power. The night stretches on, filled with the rhythmic clang of hammer on steel, as Dustin learns to craft, etching the grip and fitting the hammer, and testing the weight of the cylinder. As dawn breaks, the revolver is complete. Clint examines Dustin's work with a critical eye, then gives a slow nod. "You've done good work, kid, but treat it with respect, or it'll be the last mistake you make." Scott places a hand on Dustin's shoulder. "Every shot you take carries the legacy of the marshals. It is a heavy burden. Keep your head, stay true, and never forget where this gun came from." As the Eastwoods return to their work, Dustin, you holster the revolver, feeling its power and responsibility that it carries. And you know your journey has just begun. And that's where we will pick up.
This was the party actually came to the forge this morning then, right?
Yes.
I'm kind of picturing Dustin just kind of like covered in soot and dirt and grease and just looking straight up exhausted.
And
Oh,
on
that was a long night.
And on that, take a point of exhaustion for staying up all night.
Oh, yeah.
Then the night was productive, I assume.
Yeah. Yeah, it sure was. He just kind of pats the hilt of the revolver at his hip. It's a little bit more compact than a sword, but I can definitely feel the power. And I think with this thing by my side, I don't know. I feel a little lucky.
Well, when we were in the Feywilds, you seemed to have issue running across the battlefield. With no magic at your disposal, it was a little more difficult. It seems now you have something at your disposal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that fight against those trees, it was already over before I even got into the fray, so I feel this will definitely turn the tide a little bit more.
I don't know. You did spend like a good 10 minutes afterwards punching a tree.
All I
It's
could
not
say
the
is it mocked
same.
me.
Look, man, when you get that feeling that you gotta let out that rage, you just gotta do it. And obviously, I took care of it before him, so sorry.
Nothing to apologize for. Just sometimes it's easier to deal with a foe little bit further off, then let them get to somebody who might not be able to defend themselves as easily.
Indeed.
Now you can
Hopefully
do
we won't
both.
need that too much. But I'm afraid that there are other things that we must be a little concerned about.
Such as?
Would now be
I
the
don't-
time. Sorry, would now be the time to play that clip.
Yeah.
Okay.
I admire what you and your little friends have been trying to do, dearest. It's cute that you think you can fight your fate. But you know what must be done, my prince. Just let it in. Let the darkness into your heart. Shun the sunshine and embrace it, Eurapsis. Let it wrap itself around you and soothe your doubt with its comforting embrace. Let it show you your true power and purpose into the depths of your soul. Besides, it's pointless. I know where your pathetic enclave hides out in the Grand Savannah. I know where the annoying archfey and the big flappy lizard are. I also know they are weak. I know you think you can win, but you are outnumbered. I have thousands of undead, let alone inferior species in my employ. And, not to brag, but I have infiltrated your pitiful resistance ages ago. I know this is fruitless effort on my part, though. I know you more than you think I do, sweet little Arapsis. I know you will resist, and I know that you will hold on to your paltry friendships as tight as you can. It's kind of cute that you are so hopeful. But truthfully, dearest, cute is getting fucking annoying. By the way, I have a new pet that I can't wait for you to meet. And speaking of pets, give Winrish my love.
You're not the only one who hasn't had a very restful evening. So you see, I believe that the Enclave is not safe. I believe both of you have people you care about.
This doesn't change our mission.
No.
We're gonna find that bitch.
No, it changes nothing. It does not change a path forward. But we are not so far away that a message could not be sent. Someone that we trusted.
Are you having this discussion in front of the marshals or or in a private room?
I wouldn't care at that point.
Okay. Then we're gonna say it's out in the open. We're just
No
gonna.
fucks given.
Yep.
It's out there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They're not vampires, so I feel like that they could be allies of some kind.
The twins kind of look at each other and look at the rest of you and go, "Well, we could certainly help deliver a message if you need one. Just tell us what to do. You managed not to kill us. Least we could do."
So the question then is
Aldrin?
whom? Well, Aldrin has sisters.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's Saka. Is there perhaps a missive that you could prepare to send to one of them that you could trust?
Almost feel like,
If
do we want to send it? Do we want to send it higher up in the chain? Like, I mean,
But can you trust it?
that's what worries me the most.
That's why I only mention those that you care for. For those I feel, at least you feel, you can trust. And I trust you. Unless I'm wrong and Aldrin doesn't trust his sisters at all, and, well, then all of this is moot. I don't know family dynamics very well if it couldn't be told.
Well, the issue I'm seeing is this could go either way. Either Bakarin has infiltrated the Enclave, or she is seeing through your eyes. And she's playing mind games, which either one of those two, if we send word and it gets overheard or it gets to the wrong person, she'll know that, we know for sure, and they could be intercepted, message could be changed. But if she sees through your eyes, then she knows we're talking about this right now.
Yes, but the words aren't correct for her knowing all of the details. You see, if she knew everything, I get a feeling that this would be much different. The messages would not be so subtle. That's where
Well,
the potential of what you're saying about it being a mind game is possible. But at the same time, she does have some details. That's irrefutable.
well, I think the main one is who was in the tent when Winwish got Stardusted.
Pretty much everyone.
You're muted,
You were
Kate.
muted, Kate.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Pretty much everyone was in there. That's the issue. And someone dissolving into stars isn't exactly a, subtle gesture.
Right. DM question, was Ilara in the tent? I don't remember.
No.
I still have Ilara's standing stone. If she wasn't in the tent, then if we're infiltrated,
Well,
either she was watching from a hidden corner, or she has no
But-
idea and she couldn't be the one.
but I want you to think, Aldrin. What were the details told? It wasn't a specific of what happened to Enrich. Only that something did. Somebody outside of the tent would be able to tell that. For he was there, and then he was gone. That information alone is enough to seize on in this moment. To know that I would react. It's fairly simple. So that is where your person is unfortunately not any better.
Does she talk to you every night?
No. Thank
Because we
God.
could try Ilara and whoever we're sending a missive to. Because we could tell Ilara one thing, missive something else, and then whichever Bacalash comes up with next time she speaks to you, we'll know whether those people are clear or not.
Well, if you wish to go that far, then I had an idea.
Okay.
You see, you're assuming we only send one missive. If you have a sending stone, and we have the ability to send a message, we have the ability to send multiple things and time the responses. We also have the ability to send two potential layers of message. One, building trade between the marshals and the Enclave. The other one, to whom you trust. Layers, friend. If we're going to play intrigue, I propose we do it correctly. If you share slightly different information with each one of these, then depending on what information is given back, we'll know where the leak is.
Which is more eloquently put what I was mentioning.
So, what message goes to whom? And which one of your trusted people will be sent one?
Well, I'm gonna look at the twins and like, we have two of them. We could send 3 messages. One from Dustin to Sasha, one from myself to my sisters,
Well,
and
my
then
idea
I
was
could
that
reach out to Alara.
one of them would be carrying a message to Casro, the proposed trade relation.
Mm-hmm.
A obvious message. And in that, we can disclose something obvious. That tells us if there's only a leak there. Then you have the information that you give to your company. Give them something slightly deeper. Tell them not to trust people. Make it slightly more secretive information. That tells you if that has a leak. And then the trusted person, you give them some trusted. Then you'll know the truth.
DM question. Is there some kind of like game that would be native to I forget the name of the city that we went to.
Orthadenor?
Yes. Is there like some kind of game, like a dice game, card game,
Oh
whatever,
yeah,
that would be
yeah,
native
yeah.
to Orthodono?
Mhm, mhm.
Okay. Because my thought is, in the message we sent even to Kazro, if Mao and Petra are close, if we just include a mention of like, not placing a bad bet like at insert game name here, then that could be a message that, Baldwin would be doing kind of in Thieves' Camp kind of thing to his sisters. Kind
Well,
of slip that in that way.
by that regard, I would argue that Sasha and Dustin would be able to have something from being a gang previously.
I would imagine the arrival of Marshall twins at the camp will not go unnoticed, and there's probably going to be some kind of meeting of the people that were already there previously. So if they're all in the same place,
Yes, and
we might as well.
that would include Kazro, your sisters, and Sasha and Hardy Har.
Mhm.
They're
And that's
basically the new
why
council.
having obvious message is important.
Mhm.
Because their arrival will need to have some sort of information. So, You should probably be the one to pen the letter to Kasra. Aldrin.
All right.
Tell them that, well, introduce the twins. Tell them that Dustin has taken up the mantle of McToll and successfully taken up the arms of the Marshal.
I'm writing at the same time.
Basketball has been in contact as well, and leaves us believing that there might be a compromise. We'll wait to let you know more when we know. Keep the blanket safe. That's all they should really know. Introduction, warning, continue of our pursuit.
Once I'm done writing it, I'll hand the letter to the twins and tell one of them, like, kind of thieves' camp message to tell to. Well, there's only one other set of twins they're gonna find there, so when they see the twins there, tell them about the game and to be careful where they place their bets.
We can do that.
They'll get the message.
But Dustin, perhaps you should take a moment and consider for yourself what to say to Sasha. They know about
That
Hardy, and that is what you must tell.
honestly, that's what scares me the most right now. Is
Dustin,
mm-hmm.
he is a warlock now.
No, that I'm fine with.
No, I understand that you're fine with that, but that means that Hatiha has to be kept safe
Mm-hmm.
so that Sasha can be safe. You must consider that as well.
Oh, I am. But what is actually scaring me right now is the thought of an infiltrator, and there's a nagging voice in the back of my head. Where did we find Sasha? And that scares me.
Well, if that's your argument, you chose to bring someone along that was found in a similar disposition.
Mm-hmm.
And that person wasn't on the receiving end of a pact from a god.
Everyone slowly turns to Quinn.
You see, Sasha was supposed to be taken by McToll. And that's exactly what you made a deal for. And I had some time to think about that, and well, I'm taken somewhere in the meat of all of it, according to McToll. then it sounds as though she was put back into the game by your actions. So personally, I don't suspect. I could be wrong, but it doesn't feel right.
Yeah. No, I think you're right. I think I'm overthinking it.
That is the doubt she wants.
Hate to say it, but I think it's working.
Well, I think the silver lining is she spoke of Rag and Hartihow. I think that clears them. I don't think she could get her fangs on a dragon and an archfey. As powerful as
Well,
she seems to be, I think they're a bit higher than her pay grade.
I definitely agree with you there. And, well, to be blunt, Hartiha made an item of sunshine for us to help Rock.
Yeah.
Not exactly vampire activity, you know.
I think we can consider anyone who helped in that process to be clear as well. I don't remember anyone turning to ash when we were back there.
Well, as long as no one is of the same level as Bokrin and I don't believe that that's a question. Unfortunately, Bokrin and myself are not so respondent to sunlight.
I mean, wouldn't someone of that power have just wiped out the Enclave by now? I get the whole mind games and everything because she's trying to
No,
torture you, but
no,
why
no.
would she keep the Enclave?
I don't believe that anything that powerful is at the Ankh. I'm just making sure that you're aware that they do exist.
Oh, I know. But what I don't understand is why is she, if she knows where it is and she has thousands of vampires and other creatures at her beck and call, why is the Enclave still here?
Well, maybe those two people are your very answer. There was an automaton that we didn't really understand, that one girl is bound to as well. They are, they aren't
Casualties.
resourceless. And we come to find out there's a bloody gun-wielding squad just above them. I mean, it's relevant information.
Which, not so subtly looking towards the eastwards, if the gun squad was to ally forces rather than simply trade with the Enclave, that would ensure that both groups are kept safe, or safer, at least.
Actually, I have a much better idea.
We're listening.
Mr. Eastwood,
Yes.
you seem to have an interesting ability to craft items.
That I
So
do.
does our Archfey friend. I'd be very interested to see what you could do together. And I'll form the head.
Diddle-doo, diddle-doo, diddle-doo. I could see making an alliance with your enclave being of benefit. We have been dwindling in numbers over the years. There's only a handful of us left.
Yes, and Hearty has been without proper resources to be able to do things properly. Between the two of you, I believe great things might be made in this age.
Just be careful of your wording with deals and the likes.
Tips his hat at you.
Ah, yes, contracts and all of that. Hearty has a good one, though. He doesn't just throw them out there willy-nilly anymore.
Now you have to catch him unaware. Wink!
Alright, so you guys are sending messages to Kazro, your sisters, and Sasha?
Dan is taking care of the Sasha message on his own.
Okay.
Yep.
We'll
Dustin is contemplating whether it's better to send to Sasha or to Hardy Hard directly.
Oh. Okay.
I think you should send it to Sasha, because you should do your own RP connection to Sasha in that moment, and have that warning. Take your moment, even if it's out of game.
Yeah.
And if you're
Exactly.
suspicious of her,
Do the thing.
clear her.
Right. Right? And yeah, and if you are suspicious, give a little something to try and clear in your head, help it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll leave those messages for the text channels, and
Yeah.
we'll resolve those later. Alright. The day continues. You guys get a nice hot meal in you for the first time in a while. It's mostly root vegetables, but it tastes pretty good. Dustin, Scott takes you outside to test your new weapon.
Careful, the first time you pull a cannon out, it tends to have a hair trigger. Can blow off with barely a touch.
You see,
Don't
you
blow up
see,
Yeah.
your hands.
you see Dean setting up a target against the hay bales here.
Alright.
Shoot your eye out, kid.
Oh. That's what I'm hoping doesn't happen.
I'll come out and watch.
Oh boy.
First time loses a hand.
Don't put that juju on me.
You take a deep breath. Hold it for a second. And then pull as you exhale.
Let's just give this a try.
Zedish, I wouldn't stand there.
Nope. Nope.
That's a little
I
too
realized what
close.
was going on. Nope. Never mind. I'm good. We're good. This is fine.
Scott
And
turns.
that's how Zedish lost a
It
horn.
is. It is very dark out here.
Oh, I don't have. Did I not have lighting? Oh, I'm sorry. 1 second.
What
My
are you
bad.
talking about? We can see just fine.
There, how's
Everyone with
that?
dark vision
Yeah.
can see
What are
fine.
you talking about?
I
That's
set up.
good. Now I can see more than 5 feet in front of me.
Yeah, there we go.
I can count the stones on that wall across the courtyard.
I can tell that
Right
Scott's
here.
standing behind me.
Correct. And he turns to the rest of you and he's like, you might want to cover your ears. All right.
Bang.
That was very loud.
Fuck yeah.
That bodes well.
Nice. That was your one nat 20 with that
Dan,
gun.
describe this shot.
Yeah,
It's-
seriously.
It's basically just kind of a generally humanoid shaped metal target.
All right. I think for the first shot, if there's an option to not have it do any elemental, it would probably just be a just a plain bullet. And I figure as Dustin's kind of like tensing up his arm, because that's what he knows from swordplay, is just make sure that he's got a firm grip on the situation, and hesitantly pulls the trigger back until it actually just kicks. And as it hits the target, I'm figuring that he probably would have been aiming directly center mass, but missed a little bit high and caught it right between the eyes.
Nice.
I totally meant to do that.
Well, that bodes well for you. Beginner's luck. Try it again.
We like a little luck.
Luck is good.
We should do the thing where every time Dustin fires, we all do a ricochet sound.
Pew, 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 pew.
Well, let's try this again. And just for a bit of flair, Dustin's going to spin the chamber like an actual revolver and going to try to apply some elemental damage to this one. So, random elemental damage.
Okay.
Right. And then roll for the attack.
That'll hit.
Still pretty dang good.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm just kind of picturing that as he finishes spinning the chamber, and as he goes to aim, the cylinder kind of flares a little bit and glows like a icy crystalline bluish white before a bolt goes with the bullet, kind of creating a slight trail of snow behind it as it hits the target.
And you watch as frost grows over the target of in a probably like a 6-inch radius area around the impact. Good. Picking this up pretty well. Knew you'd be a natural. Dean. Let's get our friends some horses and see them on their way. Scott pats you on the shoulder. He's like, take care of your friends. And don't aim that thing at your face.
Noted.
All right.
Also, is it weird that gave me chills?
I get them every time. He gives you kind of a smirk. And all right, Sam and Dean get you guys set up each with a nice brown horse and get you guys set up on the road to head north.
While they're setting up the horses, I'd like to approach either one of the Eastwoods and if you have a moment for something quick, I would have a quick commission if possible.
Well, sure. What are you thinking?
I'm gonna explain to him the thing that we talked about last time.
I can do that. So he can probably get that to you in about half an hour.
Okay.
All right. And Clint returns and hands you a small envelope.
Thank you. Put it in my...
All right. We are going to go ahead and just take a couple-minute break. I will get the next map set up, and we will continue on our way north towards... I think you guys were headed north towards the lake around the beacon, correct?
Yeah, that sounds right.
Okay, Lake Maelora.
Because I believe we were trying to shortcut up the river to
Yep.
make traveling easier.
All right.
Yes.
Lake Maelora. All right. We'll be back in just a few minutes. Don't go away, folks. One. All right.
Penis joke.
Let me get this added so that we have a chat ahead for Gunza real quick. I swore I did this already, but apparently not.
Mhm. Proof shows otherwise.
Whoop. All right. And all right.
Ooh.
The black sheep, your horse's hooves drumming a steady rhythm against the dusty road. Journey north from the Marshall's Alamo compound under the perpetual twilight of the blood moon eclipse. As you traverse a desolate stretch, another lone rider emerges from the shadows, his mount keeping pace with yours. It is a tall male elf, his red hair a tangled mess, his clothes askew, and a sheathed sword swaying precariously at his side. The reek of bourbon clings to him like a shroud. He sways slightly in the saddle, his eyes bloodshot and unfocused. Briefly meeting those, briefly meeting yours, and a mischievous grin plays on his lips, belying the wariness in his gaze. Gonzo, can you please describe the rest of your character?
So very long red hair. Of course, it's all tangled mess, but a very bright, bright red. Clothes are actually very elaborate and detailed, and has many multiple rings and jewelry items on his body. Very, very um, uh, elaborate jewelry, very detailed, very fine. Carrying a giant, I would say not giant, but a large chest, probably about maybe a foot and a half on the back of it, and pretty much sunken in skin, but very chiseled. You can definitely tell that he is quite in coming out of a big stupor. Very pale skin, though.
Right.
Are we suspicious of how pale the skin is?
Olgin?
I would not say you were suspicious of how pale. He is fair-skinned, but not.
Okay.
I like how we have 6 horses with only 5 riders coming up on a drunk guy. And Donalaps is just turned to no one. This is gonna go great.
Are they riding up to me, or am I'm riding up to them? Or are they?
You're crossing paths.
Oh, okay. Because I would be heading north.
Yeah. So they are coming up behind you.
Okay. I'll just lazily let it go and just start going at a slow pace, letting them catch up.
I'll give a traditional elven greeting, however that goes.
I'll perk up for a little, look around, and look back to where I hear that, and then turn to give it back, but then kind of hold it, because I'm bouncing the saddle and kind of almost throwing up as I kind of steady myself back on the horse and hold the neck and and then go nope, and then start walking next to the horse. Just kind of a little inebriated looking, definitely hungover, and just start walking the horse because of the motion. And then I wave back cautiously.
He's
leaning
heavily on the horse.
Like nice high wave and smirky smile. Start trying to fix my hair, fluff it.
Arapsis is trying to make sure that they don't feel anything.
You do not sense anything.
Still trying to get the hang of this whole thing.
But I will let you roll insight at advantage.
While that's happening, I'm gonna try and see if there's
No, you
Spe-
do not sense anything. He definitely gives off drunk merchant vibes.
I think the
And
worst that we can expect out of him is that he can't hold his liquor.
look, he doesn't seem to be a vampire. That was the only thing I wanted to be concerned about.
That's valid. I'm just saying. It just based off what I can tell, it just
I
looks like he can't hold
understand,
his liquor.
and I get it. People aren't exactly getting enough sun out here. Vitamin D deficiency is going to be running rampant.
So
Do I see
Arapsis.
anything suspicious in the surroundings? Time?
Roll me perception. Arapsis. The hunger is starting to linger just at the edges of your mind.
Let's see, my that's,
Uh,
that's
Ara-
wrong.
sorry, Alderin, you do not notice
Mm-hmm.
anything out of the ordinary aside from mud and decaying foliage.
Okay.
Said if something is not. It hasn't been a week.
You're breaking up on me. Hold on.
It hasn't been a week. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry. It's a processing thing on my end. Is it starting to bother you more?
I don't know. I
Do
don't know how this really works.
do we need to find a rat somewhere?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I just. Let's avoid combat today.
I can work with that.
And they're just gonna like slowly pull back their horse in the trail.
I'm just gonna like kind of maneuver myself in front of him. Them.
Quinn looks back at you and Arapsis, are you okay?
Oh, just feeling a bit more of a pull than normal. I don't know why.
If it'll keep you from harming anyone. My blood is yours. You saved my life. It is the least I can do to repay you. I trust you not to hurt me.
Araps is going to look at her, and then I'm going to roll insight on their response.
Okay.
How have you been sleeping, Quinn?
Probably as well as any of the rest of you. We lost 15 years. My brother is dead. My mother is probably slaughtered in Orthadanor. I wouldn't exactly say well. She appears to be very sincere about and fully believes everything that she is saying. As do you.
All right. All right.
I may not be much
Then
of a talker compared to the rest of you, but I've had my own struggles in this time. My life as I knew it is gone, and now I'm here with all of you.
there's no real tactful way about this. But nor is it something I'm exactly going to do in front of a stranger.
Speaking of said stranger, Aldrin, do you think that might be
Blink,
your
blink.
distant cousin?
Didn't you kiss the
You know-
last redhead we found?
It's happened once, it might as well happen twice.
Do I hear any of this?
Roll me a perception check. Or what is your passive perception?
Well, how about that one?
Well, that works. Yes, you definitely you hear, not very loudly, but you hear this as they approach.
As soon as I hear the kissing of the redhead, I kind of straighten my cloak, let my purple cloak flow a little bit, flightier, kind of mess my hair up a little bit, try to balance myself a little bit easier, and go look back and give a little, smirk. And I'm like, oh, wait a minute, never mind. And then start walking.
Wait. Here's the other fun thing. Do they see Aldrin?
Good
Lord.
question.
No, you hear
Yeah.
a voice, but you can't tell which of them it's coming from.
I'll let it
There
play out
appears
some
to be
more.
a horse with one person. There appears to be one horse without a rider.
Okay.
Damn gloom stalkers.
I kind of like shake my head a bit and kind of like rub my eyes a little bit, going making sure. Then look back, still see it. I pull a wineskin out, drink a little bit of it, tap it, rub my eyes a little bit more, look, throw my hands up, and like get on my horse. Like that's
Quinn
Which, like,
calls.
the empty horse talks again. Hi, friend. Where are you headed?
oh, I'm headed to. And he kind of rubs his face a little bit. Beacon. I've got to
Light
sell
a
some jewels.
torch!
I've got to sell some jewels there. Because I heard there's like somebody that, and he takes his hands and does like a little wingly figure motion. Some kind of casters that like gems and jewelries there, and I need to sell them.
Hmm.
And you? And he kind of leans forward as he says that.
And his breath is awful.
Oh yeah, it reeks like bourbon, scotch, any hard liquor, but it is bad.
Well, I wasn't trying to get secondhand drunk today, but I think that's happening. We're also
You want a
heading
drink?
to Beacon. I'm okay, thank you.
Oh, okay.
Also,
I
I'm
got
on
a
the horse.
question.
I'm not the horse. Eyes up.
I got a question though. What's with the talking horse?
Right.
Am I still drunk? That's all I want to ask. Am I still drunk?
Aldrin, light a torch. You always forget this.
I think the funny thing is would be like pulling back his hood and letting the crown shine a little, so that there's now just a floating head on top of the horse. Hi.
You're like the hobbits.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm still shit faced. I kind of like wide eye and kind of. So you're going to Beacon too?
Yes.
I like kind of straighten myself up. My cloak kind of flutters a little bit. Dante Embroke. I'm a merchant extraordinaire. I sell jewelry, gems, and necklaces. I provide them to the wealthy because they're the only ones that can afford it. And then I pat the chest that's on the back of my horse, and I jump back on it and like, can I ride with you?
I'll look back to the rest of the group.
Quinn just pipes up for a second. Is he gonna kill us?
Think he's too
Are you
drunk.
gonna kill us?
I don't think so. I mean, the sword is just for show, and I clink it around a bit and tap it because it's all jewel encrusted and everything too. And I'm like, just for show. I'm a merchant. I earn a silver and spend a gold. Wait a minute, no, that's right. I earn a gold and spend a silver, or otherwise I'll be broke.
I'll turn back. I think we're good.
Continue on then.
And by the way, what are your names? I'm kind of like, hi everybody.
I'm Aldrin, which is like raising a hand, kind of like the hand just appears out of thin air. I'm Aldrin.
Nice to meet you, hand in head.
We'll go with that. Yeah, just to the rest of the party.
I'm Boars.
Yeah,
Nice to meet
don't
ya.
mind him. Yeah, just be careful not to take any mushrooms from him. I'm Dustin, by the way.
Can anybody
Quinn.
give me what their brief description of what the character looked like?
Oh, yes.
Please.
We'll go ahead and start with
Aldrin.
Aldrin. Yep.
Yeah. Aldrin
point.
is about 5'11", elven. Kind of hard to tell whether he's son or moon elf at first glance. Kind of a neat trimmed beard and semi-short hair on top of the head with kind of a crown of kind of shining jewels on his head at the moment. And his eyes kind of do the Riddick thing, like the Furion eye thing. When there's light, it kind of reflects it.
Nice.
Do we want to describe Boars or just go to Dustin since Boars was the next one to pipe
Yeah,
up?
Dustin.
Dustin, about 5'8", 5'9", human male, dark hair, dark beard, a lot more wrinkles in his forehead, even though he's only in his early 30s, mostly from furrowing his brow a lot more recently. Sword on one hip and a covered holster on the other.
And then you see a dwarven druid with a quarterstaff, big bushy black beard, immediately starts offering you good berries.
I'll throw that up. I will throw that up quicker than anything.
You don't want the good berries. So towards the back, you're gonna see a couple of red tieflings. But this one that spoke has a bit of a darker tone to their skin, and has white hair and like dummy mommy muscle everywhere.
And then you see,
Fetish.
yep. You also see a dark-skinned sun elf with a pair of short swords. You can tell that she definitely comes from money, just given her armor and weaponry. Quinn,
And Mhm.
then Arapsis.
Rapsis is a fairly bright red-skinned tiefling that seems slightly almost pale with their skin tone, that has kind of ram horns coming off the top of their head, that has leaves with roses growing out of them, that's kind of growing out of their curly hair and around the ram horns. They have golden eyes where instead of black irises, there are white irises instead in their place, with kind of slightly obvious fangs, wearing a bright red and green kind of tunic coat that has kind of very little underneath past some slight leather armor.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. The dead grasslands of the savannah stretch before you, a seemingly endless expanse of withered grass and gnarled skeletal trees. The blood moon hangs heavy in the sky, its crimson light casting an eerie glow over the desolate landscape. As you ride, the wind whips around you, carrying whispers of despair and distant howls of creatures that thrive in the unnatural light. Vultures circle overhead, their silhouettes stark against the blood-red sky. Occasionally, you cross the remnants of abandoned settlements. Crumbling buildings, overturned wagons, the scattered bones of those who were not swift enough to escape the vampire scourge. The terrain gradually shifts, the dry grasslands giving way to rolling hills and rocky outcrops. The air grows heavy with the humidity as you get closer to Lake Maelora. The oppressive silence is broken only by the croaking of unseen creatures and rustling of unseen things in the undergrowth. You encounter signs of the vampire's influence. A desecrated shrine to the elements, its statues toppled and defaced. A once proud tree twisted into a grotesque mockery of life, its branches dripping with a viscous black fluid. A lone traveler, driven mad by fear and isolation, wandering aimlessly through the wilderness, muttering incoherent warnings about the sanguine sovereign and the eternal night. As you draw closer to Lake Maelora, you happen upon the village of New Hope. The landscape becomes more ominous. Twisted figures hang from gibbets along the roadside, their bodies swaying in the wind like macabre scarecrows. The ground is littered with the remains of small animals, drained of blood and discarded like refuse, and the air is thick with the stench of decay.
You know how to use those, right? And I point at their weapons.
Do
Yes,
I
you
look
Aldrin
like
will,
an
like-
amateur?
That's
Well,
the reason
no,
why I'm
definitely,
asking.
like-
I'm just a merchant. I pull up the encrusted sword and kind of fling it around like this, and then put it back in. Yep.
It's usually not
traveling
the weapons
alone
you have to
and-
worry about.
I'm kind of lucky.
Alone. Sure.
Almost under his breath, Aldrin is gonna be like, "Alright, so we got some bait."
I get lucky all the time. Like something will happen and it just won't hit me, or someone will do something and I'm good. I trust in my luck a lot. The luck just happens.
Yeah,
Looks over to Dustin. Sound familiar?
I've heard this somewhere before.
I like this guy.
I'm gonna pull
What
out
guy?
the.
I look around. What guy? A little paranoid.
No,
I'm
you.
pulling
I
out
like
the-
you.
Good, because I don't want to get stabbed in the middle of the night.
No. It's a good thing. It's a good thing.
Okay. Whew. Take a swig of some alcohol, put it back in.
All right, give me a Constitution check, Dante. You have a real chunky burp come up.
I'm like, yeah,
Oh.
that one didn't go out.
Totally safe.
I kind of like, smack it around and. Yeah, does anybody got any water?
Quinn tosses you a water skin.
Ooh. I'm gonna just switch to scotch after this. Just put it in my mouth and swish it. I don't drink it. I just swish it to clean my mouth out and throw it, and then pick up another wineskin and take a little. Oh yeah, that's wine. That's okay. That'll sell. And then put it back.
Nope, keep the water skin. It's fine. I have another.
Oh. Okay, I'm glad y'all think you can use these things because this does not look good to me. I have to
Seeing
make
the
it to be.
scenery, Aldrin is just going to pull up his hood and just head is gone again. I'm going to pull out the spear and
welcoming
hop off.
places are worse.
All right.
Proceeding with caution.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, at least it's not glowing mushrooms and dancing fae this time. I mean, look at it this way. We've seen welcoming-looking things that weren't very welcoming. So at least at this point, it looks unwelcoming. It's at least a package that's obvious.
This is not my kind of town. I can tell you that. Not enough whoring and not enough ailing.
So there are some nice towns around here, you're saying?
I'm hoping Beacon has some because I really need to get a drink. My treble liquor will probably run low.
So you're saying you haven't been around these parts much?
Oh no. I kind of stick to places where I can sell and I like pat the chest my gems so I can make a lot of money. I plan to retire in a few years. Hopefully these, and I wiggle my fingers again like I'm faking a spell casting type thing. Magic people will buy these so I can retire.
Mm-hmm. And weren't most of the red-headed elves from a certain area of here?
Oh, I have no clue. This has died.
How stylish of you.
Of course. Oh yeah. I have to look presentable. And I start kind of dust myself off a little more, kind of straighten everything up again.
So you
Does
weren't
he seem
helping to go
honest?
to Munadia.
Give me insight, and then
Mhm.
Gonzo, give me either perception or deception, or not perception. Persuasion or deception.
We're gonna go with
That one.
both the same. We'll go deception.
Yeah, you're believing everything he says.
Okay. Figuring that, if there is fighting, he's probably gonna run. I'm gonna take the blood spear, hop off my horse, and tie my horse to his, and I'm gonna walk along the group, on the ground,
All right.
just invisible, just in case there's trouble.
As you reach the town,
As you crest a hill, the crimson twilight of the blood moon casts long, eerie shadows across the valley. A chilling wind whips through the grasslands, carrying the faint scent of blood and decay. Below, nestled amongst a cluster of gnarled trees, lies the village of New Hope, a misnomer if ever there was one. Even from this distance, a sense of dread permeates the air. A gaunt figure lies crumpled in the gutter, its pale skin stretched taut over bone, the throat a gruesome testament to a violent end. A closer inspection will reveal the telltale signs of exsanguination, the body drained of its lifeblood. As you descend into the village, you encounter a figure huddled in a cloak, eyes wide with fear, scurrying past without a word. A chilling scene unfolds in a darkened alleyway. A figure in leather and chains, their face etched with exhaustion, offers their wrist to another who drinks greedily. The clink of a coin, the bite of a tooth against gold. A desperate exchange in a desperate time. Further down the path, a crucified corpse hangs from a gnarled tree, a grim warning to any who defy the new order. A gaudy building, painted in garish red and black, looms at the end of the main thoroughfare. Its doors are open, revealing a congregation huddled within. A voice, slick and saccharine, drips with false piety. My children, it croons. The good sanguine sovereign, she needs your blood. The congregation murmurs in response, their voices a chilling echo of the preacher's fervor. Yes, my children, yes, the voice continues, its tone rising in a crescendo of manipulative enthusiasm. We are having another blood drive. We will be providing food and drink, and all you must bring is your sweet, sweet selves, and allow us to collect your blood for the good Lord of eternal lethargy. A cry of, "The darkness provides!" rises from the crowd, followed by a low, rhythmic chant and the ominous beat of a drum. Suddenly, the preacher's voice takes on a sharp, accusatory tone. But what is this? A demonkin. Muffled sobs can be heard as a figure is dragged into the congregation's midst. The chanting ceases, replaced by a wave of hateful murmurs. And what do we do to demonkin, my children? The preacher bellows, his voice dripping with venom. The congregation responds with a chilling unison, their voices a chorus of bloodlust. Bleed them dry.
All right.
Well, so much for having some downtime tonight. We can fight.
So much for no combat.
As you reach the church,
Oh,
Trey,
no.
would you please join us?
Oh no.
Oh my.
And I'd like you all to roll initiative.
Oof.
Remember to click your tokens.
Yup.
Alright, forgot to click my token.
Oof.
Disc.
So good at this.
What's up?
I'm so good at rolling.
Hey! Hang on, let me get my camera on.
Yay, you get to join us.
You rolled a nat 1 and got higher than me. Just so you understand, too.
Oof.
All right.
Oh no.
And what's the initiative for our preacher?
I am so sorry. I just joined because I got the message from
Me.
watching the thing. I'm gonna turn off stream because I don't need to watch it anymore.
Yup.
I'm gonna hazard a guess and say that this place is well lit.
It
did I
is
click that?
Or at
very
least
well
not
lit,
dark.
yes.
My
Yeah.
initiative is 16, DM.
Okay. All right.
Oh, that's right. I gotta fiddle with bullshit. How do I
Aldrin,
make-
you are up first. You enter into a scene. Let me get this pulled up here. You see a congregation of people gathered and a ritual circled near the front of the church with a small tiefling child huddled in the middle. Flanked on either side by two masked figures, and the preacher up on the dais.
Okay. There's some kind of like chandelier or rafters.
There are
in this.
rafters. You
Cool.
also hear movement up behind you as two adult tieflings seem to be bound and struggling against them as two creatures that appear to be made out of blood itself. Hold them hostage.
So with us walking in, Dante would see for the first time full Aldrin, which one arm is like covered in leather armor, but the right arm is more exposed, and there's like looks like his skin where there would be like veins and things has cracked, and it just kind of emits a soft glow from those cracks along. And like seeing this, how high are the rafters?
I would say about 25 feet.
Cool. So something like a 60-foot sphere would take on pretty much the whole place, right?
Correct.
Cool. I'm gonna walk in and like, almost about to say some kind of like snarky like thing or something, and just like fuck it. And I just raise my hand up towards the central beam and I cast daylight.
All right. So
I'm gonna be feeling real good.
yeah,
I think we've all
Zedish.
seen Van Helsing here.
Yeah.
So the congregation immediately recoils in the bright light that they have not seen in some years. And you watch as the preacher at the front kind of winces and covers his face. All right, preacher, you're up.
Yep, that's my turn.
Oh, what is Father Lazarus Benson Smythe going to do today?
Obviously, evil has got 3 names.
Mhm. Actually, DM, would I have been able to make a layer action at initiative count 20?
Yes.
I think. Let me look at the map here real quick. Well, first of all, real quick, could you do me a favor and help me get to the right map here? I'm in the roll 20 to
Go
participate.
to Grand Savannah and go to the church.
Open, engage, activate.
Sesame.
Go. Why can't I open you? I'm in the Grand Savannah. I'm at the church. All pages, Grand Savannah. Why can't I?
I don't know, Captain.
That is frustrating. Is there a way we can share your screen, DM, to the...
Yes. Hold on.
I don't think you really need to see my face. Yeah.
Nope. There we go.
There we go. I'll just watch what's happening here.
Okay.
60 feet. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Okay, so right there. I don't have enough room. Then that means that one no, and well then we're gonna do this.
All right.
Summon shadowy minions.
All right. Let's get some shadows up
As
in
a
here.
lair action. This will be 2d4 shadows. Use the shadow statistics. Unoccupied spaces within 60 feet of him.
Four shadows. 1 second. Helps if I'm on the right layer. Alright. So, where did you want them placed? Just kind of, like, nearish the party?
Yeah, between me and the party. Yes.
Okay. Alright.
That is the layer action. Now, as his action, hang on, I will cast. Let me make sure this is the right Shield of Faith upon myself as a
Alright.
bonus action, and give myself a +2 bonus to AC for the duration, 10 minutes. So I have that. And I will move, if you could, pretty please, a sugar on top. Down to the little girl.
All right.
Then behind her and close to her, and then I will order the two hemomancers forward to attack them, stop them, they are defiling the church.
All right. Dante, you're up.
I'm gonna lazily pull out my sword and kind of like take it as I'm pulling like this, and like put it in front of me, swiggling it around, going, "Do we kill these things?" And I look at the shadow creatures.
Yes.
Okay. I kind of like worm my way past, move up to here, and go and try to stab one, but the sword changes as it comes out. And I look back with a smirk at the group of party people and go, "It's time for fun." And my first sword attack, I'm attacking the one on the right as the blade appears and becomes white, bright light.
All right, let me get some combat music going. Some of you may recognize this track. All right, that is definitely going to hit.
All right, not gonna do this with damage. Let me know if that's gonna keep going. Is it still there?
Hold on, let me check. Nope, that one. Are you left or right? Sorry.
Right one.
All right, that one disappears.
I'll use my second attack to attack the one on the left.
Okay.
Aw.
That unfortunately will not hit.
Okay. I'm like, see? I'm not good! I'm not good!
All right, Zedish, you're up.
Get the way. Okay, so real quick, because I know what part of my thing I'm gonna do. But if I'm wanting to move up, can I move through where the little demon dudes are, or do I have to stop there and like go around somehow?
You can move past it without provoking an attack of opportunity.
Okay, because I'm wanting to move past both of them.
Okay, then they will take attacks of opportunity if you were moving past both of them. Like, you can make it to here without provoking an attack. You can make it between them.
Was your question whether you could move through their space or to go around them?
Yeah.
Oh, then you would need to go around them.
Okay.
Thank you for clarifying that, D.
But still, all useful information. Okay, so first things first, we're gonna rage because fuck this shit. And fuck y'all.
Into a bloodthirsty rage.
So good every time.
Every time. All right, so we're just gonna move here. We're gonna go around here. and we're gonna swing at this little motherfucker. Wheel. Great sword. I feel like that's gonna hit
Oh, most definitely.
for 8 points of damage.
All right.
Is it still up?
It
Does
is
it
still up.
live? All right, we're gonna second attack with that motherfucker.
That'll hit.
For another 11.
All right. It vanishes into a puff of smoke.
Ah! I'm coming for you!
Get the other two! Get the other two! Get the other two!
All right. It's the priestess's turn, and they are going to move forward. And let me do their stat block real quick.
Yeah, go on, line up for me.
They are... they're both going to cast Mage Armor on themselves, giving them a 16 AC. Alright, and that is their turn. Dustin.
Oh boy. That came up faster than expected. Let's see.
Look, man, you
Go on,
got so
pew
many
pew those
options when you
fuckers.
piss me off.
You get hacked or you get slashed.
Let's see. Range. I'm stuck all the way in the back. The shield is bad in the back. Is it extra movement to move through spaces of allies?
No.
Oh, hmm.
I'm house ruling that, no.
Okay. Okay, so I'm basically just gonna mirror next to Zedish. 10,
Okay.
15, 20, 25.
Oh, okay. I see now.
Zedish.
Gotcha.
Up near the front.
I follow you. I follow. Sorry.
Yeah, because you got big weapon, I got shield. Just for this, because I don't necessarily know exactly what everybody is capable of from on the enemy side, I will basically just kind of like take a defensive stance and take the dodge action.
Alright. Ready the dodge action. Sounds good. Arapsis, you are up.
Arapsis laughs, winks, moves 20 foot to here, and then Misty steps.
Nice.
I want to grab the girl.
Okay. Yeah, she
I
is...
still have movement after that too.
Okay. Yeah, you,
Nightcrawler, don't stop!
Oh, I know who I forgot to put in the order. Hold on. We'll just put him at initiative 0. We forgot to put Boris in there. And Quinn.
Oh no.
God damn it. They're both at initiative 0 now.
I only have 25 more feet of movement.
Oh no. Alright.
A full action,
You're
I think,
you're
still,
grabbing
too.
the girl and going where?
At this point, I'm gonna go this way.
Okay.
So, it's up to you to rule the movement then with getting her.
I would say that you are at half movement carrying the child.
Put it here. That's why I ask.
Alright. Alright. Boars is up. They are going to activate their spores and start moving around the side over here. And then Quinn is going to move up and take is going to ready an attack action if anything comes near them between Dustin and Zedish. Alright, we are back to initiative count 20.
Alright.
Hold on.
One moment. Layer action.
Oh.
Now that somebody's within 60 feet of me, I would like to activate Whispers of Madness.
Alright.
Each creature within 60 feet of Lazarus must succeed on a DC 17 Wisdom saving throw or take some psychic damage. And be frightened until the end of its next turn.
So Zedish,
frightened
Quinn.
effect.
Yep, so that's everybody but Boris.
Alright.
Does that
so
also take in the
Am I rolling?
congregation?
Yep.
Wisdom saving throw at. Is that what it said? Wisdom saving throw?
Yes.
DC 17.
Just kill me now.
God damn it.
I mean, that can be accomplished. Wow, 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 guys. Wow. Wow, guys. Wow, guys. Thanks.
We literally just got here.
Have
We're
one
getting
on my
combat.
wisdom,
Clearly-
okay? I am not here for this.
rolled with advantage.
Clearly
I don't
we're
even know
not
what to
wise.
say.
Uh,
At 17 is
just
also
want-
not a low save.
Like,
That's pretty
we just
tough.
walk into town. We don't have high wisdom. It's clear.
All
this is a
right.
calculated move, and boys, your math bad.
So, yeah, the congregation is scared. Arapsis, go ahead and roll with advantage.
Oh no, I did.
Oh, you did.
But I'm using my reaction.
Oh, to end the frightened condition. All right. So the little girl,
Okay,
the little
so-
girl is sobbing and just clinging to your chest.
Here comes some damage, though.
7.
7 psychic damage to everyone who failed.
Congregation
That is the layer.
members start passing out.
So Kate, no, mine is not that mine ends. Mine is that I'm forcing one of the Sangromancers to make a charmed saving throw against me right now.
Oh, okay. We'll take the one closest to you.
Fey Wanderers do something different when charm and fear effects happen.
Is that a wisdom or a charisma save?
That is, I think it says on there. Let me look at the ability.
Oh, it's a wisdom. Okay.
It is currently
She
a
saves.
DC 14 save for me.
She got a 23.
That's fine. Anytime one of these effects happen or somebody does a save, I can use my reaction for this.
Nice.
Hooray!
Nice.
Okay, now you can continue.
All right, Aldrin, you're up.
Okay, so frightened, we can't get closer? Or is
Correct.
disadvantage to attacks? Okay.
Disadvantage. Yep.
Yeah, let's add that. Okay. Let's check some range. What if I... Yeah. Oh, look! That's a 60-foot line exactly. I can't come closer. But I can still fuck you up. Fuck my arm. I don't care. Sunbeam.
All right, roll me a Constitution save as you do.
Yep.
Okay.
Ooh,
Okay.
You're
thought
fine.
about that. Okay.
The rest of us don't understand. He's like, fuck my arm!
Ooh, that is a nat 1 for the Hemomancer.
Oh, dear.
Hell yeah. And the shadow creature would be in the line. So
Yup.
the creature just in range.
That's a 17. So the shadow succeeds, but the Hemomancer fails.
And I need to
The
make
shadow
a...
takes.
Constitution saving throw.
Yeah,
DC 18.
con save.
Okay.
Is it half damage on a save?
Yep.
Okay.
Mhm.
Well, that means poof. Come on, poof. There we go.
Oh, also the Hemomancer that got hit is also blinded.
All right.
Until my next turn.
Okay. And that is a fail, so that means you are blinded and take 34 points of damage.
Some bitch.
Father Lazarus. All right, it is your turn, so that means you are at disadvantage on your
Actually,
attack.
I was going to activate one of my legendary actions at the end of Uldren's turn.
All right.
You don't have to.
Oh, I'm gonna though. I'm gonna.
It's okay. You can skip it.
Neat.
Fine.
I'm going to spend all 3 of my legendary actions to cast Dark Inspiration. Targets one creature he can see within 60 feet of him. The target must succeed on a DC 17 Wisdom saving throw or take more psychic damage.
Aldrin's just like, the fuck? So I assume that you're...
Did you say creature you can see?
Yeah, that'll be a Rapsis.
Honey,
But
you're blind.
blind.
Oh, that's
You're
right.
blind.
You're right. Well then.
Oh, dang.
Oh,
That's actually- you don't have to do
no.
that. You don't have
John
to do that.
Cena,
It's
you
fine.
can't see shit.
You can't see me. I'm John Cena. Exactly.
Well then. That's a bummer.
Ba-ba-da-ba.
Does this allow me anything?
Most of them are going to be sight-based. So,
Yeah, that is the issue I'm finding here with these spells.
I didn't even plan for that. I forgot that was a
Yeah.
blinding. I was just gonna go for damage.
Damn.
I
I
was
don't
like,
think there's
oh,
anything
that's
I
a
can
blind.
do to...
Oh, drat.
Curses.
all right. Do you want to ready an action in case? Or do you want...
Yes,
Like-
please.
All right.
Harm. I would like to ready harm.
All right.
Dispel harm.
All right, Dante, you're up.
Definitely within range. I'm going to go with Psychic Lance and target the preacher. It needs to make a DC save. It is a intelligence save, DC 15.
Looks like a 7. So
Okay,
he fails.
you take a total of 18 damage and is knocked incapacitated.
Oh, damn.
Okay, well,
As your head flings back, eyes bright white, and you fall down to the ground, incapacitated. See, the power of God did that. And then
Which
I take
one?
like a step back and gasp.
Which one?
I don't know.
All right. Zeddish, you're
Somebody
up.
had to do that.
Okay, so frightened. I can't move. Is that right?
You can't move towards him, but he is unconscious, so
wrong
I
function.
think the frightened effect ends.
I'm down
No,
for
you're
that.
incapacitated,
Ignore
not unconscious. My bad.
Okay.
Ignore
Okay.
that damage.
Yeah.
All right. So can't.
He's a
move
very scary
towards
catatonic
him.
body.
And attacks are at disadvantage because you are frightened of him. Unless you are attacking something other than him.
Well, I'm wanting to attack this other ghoul creature thing.
Yeah,
The
what?
shadow.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
You got
It's
something to
incapacitated
throw,
till your
maybe?
next turn, by the way.
So I'm just like wanting
Okay.
to go
only till the end of
there
my next turn.
type thing.
It is incapacitated until the start of your next turn.
Ah, okay. Thank you.
And blind until my turn.
Yeah.
So you get your sight again when I get my turn.
Blinded by the light.
Revved up like a deuce.
So we're gonna go in with Greatsword on the shadowy big figure.
All right, it hits.
All right, and since that was for my first attack when I'm raging, I have a thing.
That does extra
Divine
damage.
Fury. That 1d6 plus 4 radiant damage.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me get that d6.
So that's 5. It goes poof. All right.
And then let me measure, because measuring's a thing. 10 feet. I am going to whip out my silver tip whip and go for the left purpley creature thing.
All right.
Whip it.
Whip
Real
it,
good.
will go.
That hits.
For 5 damage.
All right. All right. It is their turn. She is going, as a reaction, attempt to... Oh, these are all somebody you can see. Damn it! All right, well then, I need everyone within 20 feet of her, so...
Me.
Quinn, Dustin, Zedish,
Just do the
Arapsis,
circle.
I need you to... Huh? Oh. Is that how that works? Okay. So I guess Arapsis is outside the circle and so is Dustin.
Oh no,
Zedish-
I'm right. We're right on the edge of it.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay, so I need you to make Constitution saving throws as she attempts to drain your blood magically. Alright, Zedish, you are fine.
Good for you, motherfucker!
See how great I am at con saves?
Feel that?
Okay, so you guys will take half of...
I won't. I will
You'll
take full.
all of it. Yeah.
I will take full damage.
Okay, Rapsis, you take 45 damage.
Fuck balls.
Dustin
I'm
and
sorry, what?
Zedish, you each take 22. And she is going to gain temporary hit points equal to 45. So she's going to get 45 temporary hit points.
Wow.
And the other one is going to throw a dagger at Arapsis. Does a 17 hit?
Yes.
7 piercing damage. And she is going... I also need you to make a... Well, nope, she's just going to pursue you, because that is her turn. She is coming after you and the child. Dustin, you're up.
Oh boy.
Oops. That was the wrong screen.
Okay, that definitely hurt a lot more than anticipated. So that one's still blind. Preachers. So if the preacher's incapacitated, are they on the ground? Are they prone?
Yes.
Okay. So my ranged shots would be at disadvantage.
Hmm.
Uh,
I mean, you did it already because of frightened.
it's true.
Oh,
Oh wait, no, I can't go. I can't step closer to
strong.
them too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I have to stay where I'm at, or go around, but that wouldn't do much of anything.
So no matter what
Frog.
disadvantage, you might as well take the shot. Do
Okay.
not throw away your shot.
Eh. I think I'm just going to kind of step around Quinn here to have a line of sight at the blinded hemomancer who
Okay.
has now kind of pissed me off. Going to unholster the revolver and I don't know why this now has bonuses to it that I didn't intend for it to have. Okay, fixing really quickly. So apparently, since I didn't attune to the revolver until just now, it didn't give me the bonuses.
Oh, okay.
Now they're there. Yeah, because I assumed that it wasn't applied to it, so I applied it manually. Now I had to unapply it.
Gotcha.
So it is now there. So because I have extra attack, I get 2 shots per turn.
Okay.
Technically, right? Right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay. Because I don't have to reload until I do 6 shots.
Correct.
All right. So, first shot at the blind hemomancer. If they're blind, then advantage?
Yes.
Okay. Trying to remember all of these things.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a while.
Been a while.
Been a while.
Bang.
Oh. Okay. That goes your extra HP.
Oh, and I was going to spin it to do electrical.
Okay.
So just an arcane electrical shot.
Taser.
Taser bullets.
What the heck? Oh, it rolls all of them.
I think it's adding everything. Yeah.
It is. Okay, so hold
Okay,
on. I gotta find it
so-
in there. The lightning
Alright.
damage is...
Lightning is 7, so 20.
Plus critical damage is... That's 19. Plus the piercing damage, so that's 32. Yep, there goes her temporary HP. That's shot 1. Okay, take another shot.
I mean, I'm just trying to do math on this. So the 8 doubled 16. I'm trying to figure out how it actually did all of this. Like, did it just roll
It rolls all
all the
of
stuff
the
at first
damages.
and then everything?
Yeah. So,
Woof.
yeah, that's gonna be a little messy. I'll have to figure out how to clean that up.
Yeah. Yeah, crit damage is going to be weird on that. Okay, so then shot number 2, lightning again. Bang, bang.
That'll hit.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see what it does without the crit. Where's it at? Okay,
19.
there's...
8. Why is it
11
saying a
plus 8,
total
yeah, so-
of 44?
Because it's
Okay.
adding
It's
up
adding
Oh,
everything.
okay,
It's adding
so
every
11
element.
plus 8, so that's
Yeah.
another 19. So that is...
Yes.
Okay, so that takes 6 out of her regular HP. Okay.
I am not used to seeing those high of a numbers on one of my characters.
Uh-huh.
You're welcome.
I'm used to, like, I do 8 damage. Oh dear lord.
All right, Arapsis. You've got a Hemomancer on your tail. Basically, the congregation are all dead after she drained them.
Good to know. I don't have
Strength
to
save
aim
on a tangle.
around that one.
So, Father Lazarus, that is at disadvantage. Say, let's see, the Hemomancer is not very strong.
Is it a strength save?
Strength save.
You're incapacitated.
So this would
It's-
probably be at disadvantage?
Yes.
Okay, do you want me to re-roll that or just roll again?
Roll again.
Uno momento.
Okay, that is a fail. The Hemomancer does manage to get out. Just barely.
And the other one that's on the edge?
Oh, let me roll for her. She also
Like
saves.
I'm specifically trying to slow down the people pursuing me and running the fuck away with a child.
Yep, she saves. They both
And
save.
now I've got at least a small barrier between the two of us.
Alright. Boars is gonna go charging in. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 1, 2, 3.
Right, he's the only one who wasn't frightened.
Yeah, he was like one of the only ones that wasn't frightened. And he is gonna hit with a shillelagh.
Natural sprinter.
And that is gonna hit. She'll take 5 damage. Alright. Quinn is up. Let's see, what can she do? She's gonna throw a dagger at the blinded Hemomancer. And that is a nat 1, so she is gonna...
But advantage because blind.
Oh, advantage, you're right. That's a 15 to hit, that'll hit. She does not get the sneak attack on that, so that is another 5 damage.
But she had advantage.
Oh, she did, so that... Okay.
Doesn't sneak attack give
That
advantage?
Hemomancer is down then.
Nice.
And you hear the other one scream for her sister.
Oh no, so sad.
Alright, lair action. Is there anything that you can do? Oh no, you're incapacitated. Aldrin, you're up.
Incapacitated until... Yeah.
Until it's
I have a technical question.
Yes?
Because he was holding harm as a reaction before being incapacitated, correct?
Correct, so he lost it.
So yeah, you lose concentration. And doesn't that use the spell slot as well? If
Yes.
you ready? Okay.
Yes.
It's used up.
Just wanted to make sure that
Yep.
we took care of that problem.
I am the
Let me
problem.
just, because what I love about Sunbeam is that you cast it and then it just keeps going. It's the gift that keeps on giving. So give me another save. Constitution save 18 for hemoglobin and the preacher.
Hemoglobin.
Hemoglobin.
This would be at disadvantage because I'm incapacitated, right?
That's a fail. Yes, it would be
Nice.
a disadvantage.
And nope, I can't do that. So I'm just gonna roll this twice.
Yep. That's
So-
an 8 and a
Yeah,
4.
legendary.
Hemoglobin takes 22 radiant and is blinded.
Damn it!
Do I take the same
Preacher.
amount of 22?
Correct.
Look, you can see again. Never mind.
Do you have a legendary?
Do you have legendary resistance?
Nope, we
We'll
didn't give
save.
him that.
We're so
If you
good
have
at
legendary-
this.
If you have legendary actions, you should.
Then
pretty
you have
much
legendary
automatically
resistance,
have it.
so yeah, I'll give you
Yeah,
11
like-
points back.
You should have at least like 2,
Yeah. So
Okay,
you'll have.
well,
we'll
just to
say-
be fair. Like,
Yeah. I forgot to put that in his stat block when I built it.
So if he did legendary save, then he is no longer blinded because it's my turn.
Okay.
Exactly.
So he can see again.
Cool. So, we'll say I have a legendary resistance. I use it to not be blind.
We have 1 left. If we do it that way.
All right.
He will give. No. Well, all of the. Damn, they're all dead. Fuck. Maybe I should come. You know what? Lazarus will give the orders to the back of the church.
Mm-hmm.
Kill the parents! And
You
the blood
hear-
elementals will do that.
Yep, you'll hear blood-curdling screams and gurgles as the child's parents are executed on the balcony.
And as an action, I will cast 5th level Flame Strike. Let me get that pulled up here.
Actually, only one of them would be dead because the other elemental would be gone because the Hemomancer is dead. So, the father is still alive. The mother is dead.
Only
I
half
have-
tragic backstory for that character.
Right?
Do I have a target?
I can see again.
Mm-hmm.
And I will cast Flame Strike, like I said, at... damn, I can't click on the screen. In between Dustin, Zedish, and Quinn. That nice, juicy
Ooh.
area
Right here?
there. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, no.
So, that'll be 5d6. They need to, let's see...
Dex saves?
Dex save at... Hang on, what is the... DC 17, I believe. Yeah. Dex save.
We great at this.
Nope.
Yeah. Dustin's feeling a little lucky.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to burn a luck point.
All right.
Do it.
Roll better.
That's better.
That's much better.
Dan with all the nat 20s tonight. Jeez.
Jesus.
I should give you a gun every session.
Makes
By the end of the campaign, I am just a heavy arms Gundam.
You're a gun. At the end of the campaign, you're a gun. we just carry Dustin around. He's a cannon now.
We will fight the battles and continue fighting the battles and all the battles and...
Okay, so how much damage on the flame strike?
This is going to be, I need to roll 5d6 fire and 5d6 radiant here.
Ooh.
And on a failed save, take full or half as much on a successful one. So Dan, you'll be taking half of this.
I have a defensive fire.
Resistant to fire, so you'll take half of that. But you'll take full radiant.
Okay.
So I will give you the fire damage and the radiant damage separate. How about that?
I like
Sound
that.
good?
Okay,
That's
so
great.
there's 15 on the fire damage.
So you will take 7, Zedish,
Mhm.
Okay.
and then another 5 for the radiant.
There.
And 15 again for radiant. So,
There's a big old column of flame just shoots up from the ground around you. And he says, "Burn, heretics!"
alright, Dante, you're up.
I'm going to use a spell, and I put quotes around this because I'm going to take one of the gems on my ring, break it off, and throw it. And I'm going to throw it right next to Quinn, because of where the spell is going to be centered on. And I need to ask a question for GM. Can people voluntarily fail a save for a bonus so
Yes.
they don't have to? Okay, I just want to make sure. Okay, because I'm going to throw it in a 20-foot radius around there. I'm going to
Okay.
cast Calm Person, or Calm Emotions, and it'll get rid of all the frightened states within a 20-foot radius of everybody. And as I do this, I take off my ring and I go, listen, I need beer and women, and I need it now. So get this guy, kill him, because we got to get out of here. And I throw it right next to Quinn, And of course, that's my spell. And charm person hits off for everybody that wants, or calm emotion that wants to fail that saving throw, will no longer be frightened.
I will be
All
failing
right.
that.
Oh no, I failed my
Oh.
save.
Yeah,
Oh
you gotta say.
no! How terrible!
There you go.
Awful.
And it's cast.
I believe we're actually supposed to be resaving.
Oh.
Are you? I think shouldn't we have been resaving at the end of each turn?
I forgot.
It's done anyway, so
It's done
it's
anyway.
okay.
It's over. You guys are
It's
not
fine.
frightened. None of you are frightened anymore. Everybody's feeling better.
No fright,
Everybody's
only
happy.
rage.
No fright, only rage. Speaking of which, Zedish.
And I'm gonna move
Oh.
after that, by the way,
Okay.
just so I can move up. Since
Yep.
Frightened's gone, I'm gonna move up.
Okay. Sounds good.
I'll go right here behind this pew.
Pew pew.
And I'm gonna cower by the pew. I'm gonna do my sword like this above the pew thing, like waving it around. Now go get him! Waving it above the pew like a gun hiding behind something.
I like this guy.
All right. Zedish, you're up.
Okay. So if I move into the green, I have to make an ensnare check.
No, at this point, it's just
Or-
difficult terrain.
Difficult.
So
terrain?
half
Okay.
movement.
Okay. That's fine. I've got plenty. All right. So we are going to move ourselves up the hill, and then we're gonna smashy smash. With a 12.
That just hits.
Just hits counts.
It does.
Yeah.
So 10 plus. I need a D4, I said? Or D6? No, I said D6. Ooh. So.
That's 16 damage plus 2 from raging is 18. She is definitely bloodied.
So that D6 is also plus 4.
Oh, plus 4? Okay.
Yes.
Still bloodied.
Still bloodied. Okay, we're gonna go swing it again.
Swing and a miss.
You will not cause harm to this child, preacher.
Do you have graves?
I don't know.
Don't know. I don't think I switched over to the 2024 stuff.
Oh, okay.
We'll take care of that next time then.
Yeah, no
All
biggie.
right. All right. The Humanmancer is going to try to attack you with a dagger at disadvantage. A 9 will not hit.
Not at all.
Take an attack of opportunity as she tries to move away from you.
Bitch.
All right.
You are not running away from me.
All right. And she goes down. All right. Dustin.
Okay, taking a couple steps up. Line of sight on the preacher. For fun and flavor of just being kind of like focused now with all of this, gonna spin the barrel for random damage type.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna. Should I roll for the attacks first? You think?
Roll for the attack first. Yeah.
Thanks. And then roll a fun thing. He's back to normal, so not advantage, correct?
Correct.
Okay, normal roll.
Still hits.
All right, and that one will be type 2, so ice. Tap tap for a total of 23.
Yep.
Go again. Shot number 2. Shot in the dark.
Hits.
I think that one hits.
My AC is 17,
Didn't
just so you know. Since
Yep.
you've hit him enough.
Fair.
So that's going to be fire damage.
Fire. Fire.
Okay, and I don't remember, does he have fire resistance? He should.
Let me double check. Damage resistance, psychic, communities, charm to frighten. Nope.
Nope.
So we'll take all of it.
Okay.
That's another 15.
All right.
You still standing?
He's still standing. Somehow.
Action surge.
Yes!
Yeah. Session 23. The fighter finally uses action surge.
Oh my
Looking to
god!
unload his gun.
Ben,
Mark it
check
down
your
on the calendar.
inventory.
You've got daylight right above you. It's high noon, motherfucker.
Oh.
I've only been playing this
21
game a
to hit.
year.
That hits.
Fire type again. For 18?
18. All right.
18.
Oh, hang on.
And
Now I have to do math. We're getting...
Nope. You've taken 85 damage so far.
Okay, you got taken care of. Gotcha, okay. I've been
Yep.
like writing it down.
Nope. You're good. You're good. I'm keeping track of it on the in Roll20. We're good.
Gotcha. I don't have to worry about that then.
All right. Second verse, same as the first.
Yep. Fourth verse
Fourth verse. Oh no.
at this point.
We've got a whole song.
Did that roll?
18 will hit.
Woo! Excuse me. And damage type. I like the random roll. That's actually kind of fun.
Is that what?
Right,
Acid? No, acid is 3.
Acid is 4.
Acid is 4. Okay.
Acid is 4. 3 is necrotic.
Okay.
Alright. So acid pew pew for
17.
17.
All right. You have taken a total of 102 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Does it go like this? The fourth, the fifth, the minor falls, and the major lifts.
Yes. Yes, it does.
I'm
All right.
picturing Dustin like in Bullet Train. If you've seen that movie, like the white demon, the first time you see him, when he shows up and he's just like rolling the gun on his arm, just like rolling the fucking chamber.
All right. He is definitely bloodied at this point. Arapsis, you're up.
Nice.
Stay here with the nice man.
Also, isn't the blood thing dead now? Is it the
Oh, yep.
emo goblin is dead?
Okay, because I was literally going to go up there. I was like, fuck.
Nope, you're good. Thank you for
Well, it
reminding me,
hasn't
Elder.
been long. Maybe the mother is still on death saves.
Gonna end my effect though.
Okay.
Which, just as a thing really quick, for a bonus action, I'll use my second wind, just that way you're not surprised when the roll shows up.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that would be the next action. Would be then
Nice. All right.
a misty step to there.
Okay.
No, he would leave the child with
Oh.
Aldrin. Or they're leaving. Yeah, Repsis is leaving the child with Aldrin, and then
Okay.
teleporting so that they can check on the mother up here.
All right. Arapsis, go ahead and make me a medicine check.
Oh, I'm sure I'm great at these.
She dead.
Wonderful.
She's so
I'm
dead.
great at medicine.
Oh, she's super
So
dead.
many good skill checks today.
All right. Boars is gonna charge at Smythe at Father Lazarus and is going to shillelagh attack twice. Or no, just the once. That does not hit.
Nope, not against my C-17.
Nope.
Who do they?
Alright.
Shoot they?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
The Lalog, no!
6. Quinn is gonna pick up the dagger that she threw at the one, or that she dropped, and she's gonna try and chuck it again at Smythe. That is a 25 to hit for 8 piercing damage.
Ow!
Alright. Layer action.
You know what? Let's shadow some more minions. So I think I whispered of madness last time.
Yeah.
And
Alright, so
so that'll be the layer action. Summon shadowy minions, and what I want to do with them is place them all around me and boars as like bodyguards.
Alright. And
That
are you going to command them to do anything?
Kill him!
And
they will do that.
And you will watch as the shadows reach in, and you watch Boris's eyes roll back in his head as he crumples to the floor.
That's not radical. That's not radical!
Aldrin.
I'm gonna do that one line from that one trailer of Wild Hunt and just be like, Geralt, like, cover your eyes. And I get in front of her. Fucking sunbeam the fuck out of the preacher.
Alright. That is another Constitution save for the Preacher.
Yep, DC 18 con.
That is a fail. Aldrin.
I'm gonna lose my second legendary resistance to
to
acid.
save. To save? Okay,
Yeah.
so you take
16.
16 damage. Alright. Alright, any other movement from Aldrin, or you just staying right in front of the kid?
I'm just staying in front of her.
Alright. Father
And
Lazarus.
I think like one or two of the shadow minions probably.
Oh yeah, they would have taken that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent. Nice
Clear out the way for Zedish.
Mm-hmm.
It is now my turn. Smythe, Father Lazarus, will turn like dispose of him, and will run full force into that window to the right and leap out of it to escape. Leaping through. Do you want me to make a strength save or whatever?
Make me a dex check. Or actually, no, acrobatics.
Acrobatics.
So that'd just be dex.
Yeah, okay. We're just gonna roll that.
Be fucking knows if he gets a nut one and just
He
impales himself.
he gets caught on the glass, and he is hanging outside of the window by his robes.
Ah! Help!
That's unfortunate.
Help me! Help me! Help!
All right,
Somebody help me!
Dante, you're
I
up.
hope you all right.
Question: has the frightened state finished, or do I need
Yes.
to continue to concentrate?
No.
Okay, so I can let that go.
Yes.
Okay, then I am going to go towards the preacher. I'm going to move Let's see. Can we go over these pews no problem without
Yeah.
causing? Okay. So 5, 10,
over 'em.
15, 20, 25, 30. Then I'm going to Misty Step right here, pull out my sword, and I'm going to stab him in the back of the head.
Go
Twice.
for it.
First attack. Do I get advantage on it?
Yeah. Well, you don't need it. I
Okay.
mean, you can.
You can roll for it if you want.
You can
I
roll and
mean,
see if it's a
technically
crit.
have it.
Let's see if I crit real quick. Because since he's hung up, no. Okay, so I still hit.
Yeah.
All right, so he will be taking 16 points of damage from that one.
All right, Dante, how do you want to do this?
Okay, so as he's sitting there and he's dangling and he's looking back, I take the sword and go, "Yeah, you're a piece of shit," and just slowly push it through his skull. And then when I get it, I pull it straight up and just go, "Crap! Did I really do that?" And then I wipe it off on his cloak. Like, who let me do this? As I turn around and look at him, that's. And I cast prestidigitation on me and clean my body all up, all the blood and gut, and go, "Man, why did you?" And I throw up all over the place.
And he's dead. That means the shadow minions are gone, and you guys are now out of initiative.
I feel as though we could have done something with them.
Not bleed and get guts all over my body.
Well, not now, no. That's a little impossible. But why?
Why what?
Why kill him? Why kill a man unarmed?
Well, let's see. First, he tried to kill a child unarmed. He killed 2 people, and I look up and I point, is the dad dead?
Dad's not dead.
No, the dad is alive. The mom's dead.
And I point, mom's alive, or mom's dead. See the guts hanging down? Who? Yeah, I see him too. And then you got the dad. Somebody help him down. Yeah, fuck him. Just plain and simple.
But now we can never know why.
We don't need to know why when it comes to this evil.
Afraid I do.
Dante, what is your passive perception?
Passive perception is 11.
Okay. Then
no, 12.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a perception check as you are killing this guy, because you would. You notice something very off about his eyes. They are like almost a flame with a black slit for a pupil.
Do I know anything about that?
Roll me either nature or arcana.
Arcana, I'll go with. Yeah, I don't know shit.
Yeah, you don't know shit. Like, well, that's fucking weird.
It's like, I mean, look, he's got to be possessed. He's got flaming eyes. He's demon tainted of some sort, or vampire tainted of some sort, and fuck him. Plain and simple. So, can we go get drinks now?
Rapsis is gonna pull the preacher out of the pieces of the window and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And ask somebody with a bit more medical attention to try and look at the other people, because Rapsis doesn't know anything about medicine.
I have +3 medicine. I don't know.
So do I. That didn't work very well.
Yeah. Right.
You can certainly try.
My roll's not so good.
I cannot medicine anyone. I have a -1, guys.
I'm gonna point
Same
to
here.
Dustin and tell the kid, like, hey, look at that guy over there.
Ah, so that means
And I'm
Zedish's
gonna-
health insurance, right?
Yep.
Oh, Grim, you're breaking up a little bit.
Ah, god damn it. Fucking Discord. I'm back. Yeah, I'm just like pointing to Dustin and telling the kid like, go with that guy over there. He'll take care of you. Don't worry. And I'm gonna go up because she doesn't need to see her mother's dead body up there.
Yeah.
No, I'll try and give a check.
He's
Don't fuck me. It's not great.
she seems to have been drained of blood.
Hmm.
There is no coming back from that.
Yeah.
The father
I'll
is
just
just
look up
on
to the
his
father
knees
and just-
sobbing.
I'm sorry.
Sadis is gonna go over to the window where the preacher is, kind of shove Dante out of the way, and look at the preacher's face.
All right, roll me a perception check.
When they when she brings the head back around, I go, and I see my mistake.
I mean, that's a dead body. You've seen those before.
God damn it.
Yeah, but I'm acting
And you put the hole in the skull.
slowly.
Yeah, Rapsis is gonna try and pull the preacher completely out of the window to have a better look.
All right. You pull it out, and Rapsis, you immediately recognize eyes of what appear to be a demon.
Right. I guessed it.
I don't like his face. I want to punch it.
Well, yes, but it opens more questions now, doesn't it?
Here, I'll give you guys a better look at his face. 1 second. Where is the stuff? Journal, come on. New Hope.
I'm gonna sit on the steps and try to calm myself from throwing up.
Okay.
It unfortunately leaves more questions for us. Ones that don't make happy answers for me.
On the plus side, we saved a tiefling child.
The tiefling
And
child who's
father.
currently is like just like face into Dustin's like pant leg and just like holding on to his leg and shaking.
And
I look up
father.
and father.
And father. It's not a complete dark day, but this is a bigger question.
I'm gonna shout over to Aldrin. You know more about this stuff than I do. Come over here. And then I'm gonna walk over to Dustin and the kid.
All right. Quinn is also gonna walk over by the child.
I want to search
you
the
go.
body for abyssal.
I'll give a pat to the father's shoulder and like, I'm sorry, there's nothing you can do for her, but go to your kid. And I'll make my way over.
Okay. He'll head down.
Quick technical question. How much do I know about prestidigitation?
You know that it's a fairly innocuous spell that some casters seem to know.
Because if it cleans you up, does it remove hair dye?
No, because it removes soil.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a cleaning.
If it could hair dye, it would remove dye from clothing too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair. Yeah, I
Okay.
will help our abscess and check.
Okay.
Uh,
Arapsis and or Aldrin, one of you roll me with advantage investigation.
I have a -1.
Okay, I have a +0, so I'll do it.
God.
I was like, I have a 0. I'm not doing this. Never mind, I'm doing this.
We're two himbos searching a body. Don't mind us.
You find a tome near where you don't really find anything on him in particular aside from what appears to be a blood ruby pendant around his neck. Um, but there are definite signs of demonic possession. You also find a tome that appears to be written in Abyssal up on the dais.
Yeah, I'm gonna take that.
All right.
I'll take the necklace.
Okay.
I'm
I
gonna walk
definitely
over
want
to
to
the.
know.
I'm gonna walk over to the where he was standing to begin with, over this
Mhm.
area, and just kind of look around.
All right. Roll me investigation.
Big ol' whopping +1. Hey,
Hey,
how
you're
about
beating
that?
most of us.
All right. You find like a ornamental dagger and some knives. You find a pile of scrolls.
Does the dagger look like it's gem encrusted or
It is gem
worth something?
encrusted. Yes.
I'm gonna pocket that really quick, but then throw the scrolls out and go, look, I found papers. I don't read very well. Can you who's and I just kind of throw them as I pocket the dagger back in one of my pouches.
All right. Roll me sleight of hand. Because you've got some high perception individuals. All right.
Even being busy, which I think would be the disadvantage at passive, so at -5, still see that. Because disadvantage passive perception would be 14 for me.
Yeah.
I don't know about Arabsis.
My passive is a 16 normally.
So yeah, Aldrin, you would have noticed Dante pocketing the dagger, but all of a sudden, oh, scrolls!
Okay.
Which I will get you a list of what those scrolls are next time. All right.
Perhaps this is too busy looking at a book.
Quinn goes over
If they can't
and
read.
to check on Bors, and you just see her hand pass over his face and close his eyes, and rests his arms across his chest. He's gone.
This leaves another question now. Was he possessed willingly or not? And what does Razathoth have to do with this then? Changes things.
Well, I can't keep the daylight going forever, but we have about an hour left to investigate that journal he had. If you want to take some time with that. I'm gonna give him a pat on the shoulder and head towards Quinn and I guess try and find a way to like get a spot for like to bury balls, I guess, or something. I feel like being a dwarf, maybe being in the earth would be something that he would want.
You hear the father of the girl speak up, and he goes, "There's a cemetery at the edge of town."
No.
uh, yeah, I don't agree with that, especially from what we saw here, because I don't want him coming back up.
No.
Right.
You all know what we must do. We were going
Look around.
to a river.
What? I'm sorry, I didn't
We
catch
were
that.
going to a river.
Mm.
In that case, we better get there fast before he starts to really stink.
As co-DM, that is poetic. Choice.
Arapsis, if anything, but poetic at all points.
Without being brought up, I'm gonna go to Like, not to the door, but up. Is there like a window up by where the parents were?
Yes,
That
there
overlooks
is
it.
a
Okay.
large stained glass window.
Okay. I'm gonna go up there and kind of look over the village. Because I'm
Okay.
guessing having sunlight come out of the church and then fighting sounds probably got some attention.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I want to have a look from up there at like who all might have gathered.
You see a small gathering of villagers outside of the church, kind of trying to figure out what the fuck is going on, but none of them seem to be coming near the door.
Okay.
Dustin,
They heard the fighting and the gunshots and went, nope.
Fair.
Nope, right out of
But
that.
Dustin, I know that this might be a little new,
Uh,
but might this be a time to try to talk to the dead?
I was actually thinking that same thing. I was
Well,
actually
which
going
one
to
talk
ask,
to
do we
boars?
want to... Well, I mean, we could potentially talk to Boris too if you had any last questions that we wanted to ask him, but I think maybe if we tried to get some answers out of three names over there, we might be able to. It makes me wonder though, because if he was possessed by the demon, or if could he be the demon, or do they do something different when they expire?
We've seen that happen once. With the tree. The demon emerged.
Y'all seen a lot. A lot more than I have.
Unfortunately, we appear
Yeah.
to be a little bit older than we appear.
The only thing I've seen is like ale houses and a little scuffle here and there, but y'all are seeing
Well,
demons and everything.
well, for us, the eclipse started about 5 weeks ago.
Yeah.
I know this. How long has it actually been happening for me?
15 years.
I'm like, whatever drugs you're on, please share now.
Unfortunately, our deal is dead.
Yeah. Lost our supplier.
Just now.
just a quick mention about him having only seen like ale houses and such. 19 passive insight.
Deception roll.
Trying so hard. I'm better at lying than I am reading other people's lies, so.
Nope, I screwed that one up.
Oh, he is so full of shit. You're like alehouses in this economy.
Okay. I will pocket that the same way he pocketed the dagger.
Yeah. I mean, there's already been pieces that didn't add up and everything. And Araps has spent enough time around Faye to know how the words work.
Point, what is the little girl doing?
We can have a talk.
Clinging to her father, and they are looking like they are wanting to leave.
I lost you at the last part.
Your mic disappeared.
Oh, sorry. I said she is clinging to her father, and they are looking ready to like get the fuck out.
Dustin,
wanna-
how many times can you do that a day?
You mean the talking to the dead thing? I'm not entirely sure. I haven't tried yet. I don't know if there's a limit or not.
Then maybe you and Setish can give a last rite.
I am currently more concerned with the child, and I want to kneel down, get to her level.
Mm-hmm.
What's your name?
Patty?
Are you ready to get out of here, Patty?
Mm-hmm.
All right. this your dad?
Yeah.
What's your name, good sir?
Rufus.
I'm terribly sorry that you've had to go through this. It's not right how they treat us.
No, it's not. We're just trying to live our lives.
What do you do around here?
Blacksmith?
In these parts?
Well, stabby weapons to keep the vampires at bay. Seem to be a hot commodity. Keeps me busy. Plus, pitchforks. People seem to take a liking to those.
That's true. Patty, I want you to know. You're alive. And you're strong for that. Don't let anybody tell you you're not special. Or that you're an abomination. Alright?
Okay. She, just kind of lunges at you slightly. It takes you off guard for a second, but she just wraps her arms around your neck and gives you a big hug. And then goes back to her father.
I'm gonna return that hug and, not squeeze her so tight,
Mm-hmm.
but just enough to give off a little bit of warmth
Mm-hmm.
and comfort.
And as she pulls away, she goes, "I like your wings."
No? Thank you. Take care of yourself, okay, Patty?
Mm-hmm. Sticks
And
her
your
thumb in her
daddy.
mouth and takes her father's hand.
Be
My
careful out
only,
there.
And
my
they
only hope is that they might get final word with her before she's put to rest. But they might be better sent south and not left here.
Agreed. Also, before they leave the church,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna put a hand on the stained glass and the metal that's weaving everything together. I'm casting daylight on that so that it actually casts daylight outside of the church as well. That way, if there's anyone who got into that crowd with nefarious intentions and a bit too long teeth, they get a little sunburn.
You hear some gasps of shock and amazement come from the gathered crowd outside, and the murmur of voices as Rufus and Patty leave the church.
Okay.
Arapsis, as they open the door
Mm-hmm.
and it goes, a shower of flower petals is going to open with them, and Arapsis is going to yell out after them, "Tell them the Sire of Asterion is here!"
Patty kind of turns back, gives you a smile, sticks her thumb back in her mouth, and heads outside as she picks up a couple of the petals. All right, and we will go ahead and wrap it up there tonight. We will return here next session. Our next session will be December 10th. All right,
Dan's got
everybody.
great notes for that.
Sounds good.
All right, everybody. As always, don't forget to love each other. Please take care of yourselves. We'll see you guys on the flip side. Have a safe and wonderful holiday, everybody.
Our world with secrets deep inside. A tiefling born of fire where infernal shadows hide. From Infernia to the Feywild, a prophecy takes hold. The abyssal prodigy, a destiny untold. Boris the ancient dwarf, a druid of the spore, with memories lost to ages, forever seeking more. He walks the path of mystery through Efferia's misty lands, to break the chains of tyranny with nature's guiding hands. Dusting the fighter with a heart of burning steel, marked by Mictal's hand, a destiny revealed. He wields the guns of vengeance with death's embrace so near. A warrior of the shadows, a bringer of grim fear. Uldren the ranger with blades swift and keen, a leader forged in darkness where shadows intervene. He hunts the vampire's legion with vengeance in his stride, to reclaim his stolen heritage and turn the crimson tide. Setish the barbarian with rage that knows no end, the scion of Asterion, the light's true friend. They wield Asterian's fierce power with golden wings to soar, to break the chains of darkness and lights and grace restore. The black sheep they gather, their fates entwined as one. Against the vampire's darkness, their epic quest begun. With courage, strength, and magic, they fight for Efferia's right, to banish endless twilight and reclaim the stolen light.